You've been going to the gym for months. Your chest is coming up, your shoulders are filling out, you're starting to look like you actually lift. But every time you wear a t-shirt, your arms disappear below the elbow. Skinny wrists, flat forearms, like two sticks holding up the rest of a decent physique. And the frustrating part? You've tried. Wrist curls, grip trainers, extra sets at the end of every workout. Nothing seems to move. The problem isn't effort. It's that most people are making the same few mistakes, and one of them is so fundamental that no amount of extra reps will fix it until you understand it. So let's actually go through this properly. Here's something most fitness content won't tell you up front because it's not what people want to hear. Your wrist bones cannot be made bigger through training. That's not a limitation of your program. That's just anatomy. Bone structure is set by genetics. Once you've finished growing, the actual bones in your wrist are not going to get thicker no matter how many grip trainers you squeeze. But here's why that doesn't matter as much as you think. Your wrist is surrounded by muscle, tendon, and connective tissue, and all of that absolutely can grow. More importantly, the forearm is what actually determines how your wrist looks. When your forearms fill out, the whole lower arm changes. The wrist that looked like a pencil suddenly looks proportionate because everything around it has grown. So the goal is never the wrist itself. The goal is building forearms thick enough to make the wrist look right in context. A 2025 study on recreational athletes found forearm circumference increased significantly over just 6 weeks of proper training. The average right forearm went from 24.6 centimeters to 25.4. That's nearly a full centimeter in 6 weeks. The protocol combined gym work and climbing, not just grip trainers alone. Your forearms can grow fast if you're actually training them right. Mistake 1. Only doing wrist curls. Most people's forearm training starts and ends with wrist curls. Grab a dumbbell, curl the wrist up, do it for a few sets, call it done. That's training maybe a third of what's actually there. Your forearm has over a dozen muscles working together. Wrist curls only hit the flexor side, the underside of your forearm. The top half, the side, and the area near your elbow are all getting almost nothing. What you actually need is 4 movement types working together. Wrist curls, yes, keep them. Palms up, full range, 3 sets of 12 to 15. That's your flexor work. Wrist extensions. Flip your hands over and do the same thing on the other side. This is the one almost everyone skips completely. The extensor muscles on the top of your forearm are a major part of what makes it look thick from every angle. 3 sets of 12 to 15. Mistake 2, ignoring grip work. Here's one that doesn't get talked about enough. Your grip is one of the strongest growth signals your forearms have. Every time you're holding something heavy and your hand is fighting to stay closed, your forearms are working at a high level across almost every muscle simultaneously. It's not isolated like a curl. It's everything firing together. 2 exercises that deliver this better than anything. Farmer carries. Pick up 2 heavy dumbbells, genuinely heavy, not comfortable heavy, and walk. 30 to 45 seconds of walking, 60 to 90 seconds of rest, 3 rounds. Sounds simple. It is genuinely brutal if you're using the right weight. Dead hangs. Hang from a pull-up bar and hold as long as you can. 3 sets, no movement, just holding on. This one builds the kind of grip and forearm endurance that carries over to everything else you do in the gym. Both of these load your forearms under tension for longer than any isolation exercise does. That time under tension is what drives growth. Mistake 3, not training them often enough. Forearms are one of the most used muscle groups in your body. Every time you pick something up, open a door, type, cook, they're working. That means they recover faster than larger muscle groups. Most people train forearms once a week at the end of arm day and wonder why nothing changes. Aim for 2 to 3 times a week with around 48 hours between sessions. Monday, Thursday, Saturday works well. That frequency is more than enough to drive consistent growth without overtraining. The sessions don't need to be long. 20 minutes of focused forearm work 2 to 3 times a week is going to do far more than 40 minutes once a week.